Hey there, everybody. This is Kristin from Teaching Balance, and I am here with you with this week's mindfulness meditation practice. And we are in the month focusing on the idea of letting things go. And of course, this can take so many different forms. And I thought that this week, since when this is scheduled to go out, it's kind of around the end of the 2022-2023 school year. And I thought there would be something interesting around the idea of formally inviting you to let go of this past school year. Now, I know you might still have a week or however many more weeks left, but as you know, that downshifting kind of happens, and not necessarily in terms of like things getting easier, because, then it's just the craziness of the culmination of the school year and how it all wraps up. What I mean instead is there's just this energetic shift into the familiarity of all of those types of things that we do at the end of the school year. And of course, if you have been doing this for a while, you know what I'm talking about. So really the question is, what would letting go of this past school year look like? And it's going to be, of course, different for everyone. And I know that we all often, at least from my experience, kind of are like just clawing our way to the finish line, exhausted. And some years are harder than others. And I think this one has been pretty hard for a variety of reasons, both personally and then kind of nationally and all of that. And the point I want to make is, while I'm not necessarily inviting you to just sort of like wipe the slate completely clean and wipe it from your memory and all of that sort of thing, what I am instead suggesting is this idea of what might make it interesting to you, or what might you do that would really help to conclude the school year for you in a way where you can just let it go and put it to bed and move on into your summer and into, whatever lies ahead. So it's kind of a vague invitation, but I feel as though we're so caught up in just going through all of the things that we have to do at the end of the school year. It's just so much stuff and doing. And then it's over, and then there's, at least I've often felt this quality of feeling sort of oddly unmoored and overstimulated, not knowing what to do, or just like the crash, of course, the exhaustion and the crash that can happen. So just being thoughtful about how can we put the school year to bed, how can we let it go, and help us to perhaps more smoothly transition into our summer and whatever lies ahead. So I'm just putting it out there. I'm not necessarily offering any specific concrete ways to go about it. That being said, of course, sitting in meditation is a very worthwhile way to allow us to find some stillness that can often facilitate a greater sense of clarity. You guys have heard me talk about the whole snow globe metaphor. We're often so agitated, like the snow in a snow globe, we can't even see through the water. But when we give ourselves the opportunity to be still and to let our snow or dust, or however you want to describe it, settle, that we have a little bit more clarity through the water. So let's go ahead and do it. And in the spirit of clarity and simplicity and stillness, I think I want this one to be silent, if you're cool with that. Hopefully you are. So no prompts. I've already set my timer for 10 minutes. I'm going to invite you just to find a posture that feels right to you. Take a few of those deep breaths. And then let's sit in silence together for 10 minutes until we hear that final bell. 10 minutes. So in keeping with the simplicity of our practice, I will just bid you farewell. Thank you so much for taking this time for yourself. Thank you for allowing me to accompany you on this journey. I will see you next week. Take care. Bye.